Alrighty guys, so today's video is a little tutorial on how I made my makeshift knife from Shadow of the Tomb Raider. The first thing I did was draw out a template of the knife, and then I transferred it onto some 10mm foam and cut it out. It was a little bit rough on the edges, but that's okay because I knew I'd be dremeling it later on. I then drew a guide on there just so I could know where I wanted to go with my beveling. Because it is meant to be a makeshift knife made from plain scraps, it can look a bit rough, a bit messy. You're probably thinking, wow, it's not really safe to cut a blade towards yourself. That's because I'm not smart and didn't think it through, but luckily my knife was pretty blunt and I didn't hurt myself. Then I went in with the Dremel to smooth it all out. I did add in little scrapes here and there as well to make it look damaged and worn. I then hit the EVA foam with the heat gun just to heat seal it before priming. I then primed it with a couple of layers of PlastiDip before spray painting it silver to use as a base for my colouring. Next, I just used some acrylic paint to add in the orange. To really sell that metal look, I used a rub and buff to go over the silver parts on there and make it the correct colour, and I also used that on parts of the orange to wear it down and make it look really weathered. Then it was time to wrap the duct tape around the handle and also add on the cord details. I didn't have any dark green paracord, so I just used a acrylic paint to paint my cord. I just go in with a black acrylic paint and add that on to all the edges and surfaces that I think would have natural weathering on them, or places that I want to define. With this part, I've learned that just don't hold back with it, just go nuts. Usually the more you do, the more believable and the more it will show up in photos as well. Countless times I've made stuff and I've been like, oh, this is perfectly weathered, and then you see a picture of it and it's just, it looks clean and you're like, what? How? So yeah, go nuts with it and really cake it on. I just printed off a picture of the internet of a metal plate and then used rub and buff to go in and make those grey parts look very silver and make it look metallic, and then I just ripped it and painted the edges to make sure that was all silver. Then I just glued it to the foam and added eyelets for detailing. And that's pretty much it. It wasn't a very long build, it only took me a couple hours. A really fun build too. It's something that you could knock out easily in an afternoon if you had all the materials that you needed.